All of the TMG Studios content is in one place. Every podcast, every episode, every bonus episode, all ad-free.
And you can access it for just $6 a month with a membership to tmgstudios.tv.
Subscribe now! Now I'm just becoming a family fun center connoisseur because I go to one for the go-karts and I go to one for the bowling. And so I went to another place called Power Play. That shit was straight out of the 90s. I was like in tears walking around that place. It's an arcade. It's meant for kids. They got like a toddler's area. You can just leave your kid. So they have go-karts. And so they have 2 tiers, right? And I got sunned so fucking hard because, you know, I can see. There's like this cart and that cart. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, how much are the go-karts, man? The kid's like, $14. I'm like, all right, cool. How much for the faster ones? $19. I'm like, cool. We'll do 2 sessions each on the fast ones. He goes, oh, well, you're going to have to qualify.
No way.
I was like, excuse me?
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, literally.
Picture of me in the Red Bull gear.
Yeah.
I'm Max Verstappen's biggest fan.
Yeah. Do you know who this is? This is Max Verstappen's biggest fan.
It's my podcast co-host.
This is my podcast co-host. So you're going to let me in that faster cart. We get in these carts and they are pieces of shit.
Okay.
I go out there. I'm 2 seconds off the qualifying time. I'm like, get the
what?
Oh, wait, no. Wait. No, hold on. I think I'm like, actually, I'm like 4 seconds off. So I'm 4 seconds off the qualifying time. It's 32 and a half or below. And I hit 36 and change. I'm like, what the fuck? Immediately, I'm like.
And did you drive good?
Well, I had to figure out the track.
Okay.
I had to figure out the lines
right.
and stuff. So then we go out again, and I figure out I get back out there. I'm like, because I didn't warm the tires up.
Oh, right.
So, you know, I get back out there, second session, first lap. I'm like sending the shit sideways.
Okay.
The kid's like looking at me like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with this dude?
He doesn't even know. I put heat in the tires. I felt the grip. I'm like, for sure, I got to be close. 33.6. But Tom gets 32.6. So he's 100th off, or he's a 10th off from the qualifying time. And Tom's like, I don't know, man. Looks like I smoked you. I was like...
Oh my God, I can see your brain shorting out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Tom just kept it going. He's like, yeah, you're pissed, huh?
Maybe you should warm up the tires a little bit more.
Yeah, oh.
Here, smack them around a little bit.
Alex knows I'm about to punch the employee.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And he's like, no,
hey, man, slaps happen.
Hey, slaps happen, man. He knows I'm about to slap this guy at work. And Alex is like, he's like, there's no way this is accurate. He's trying to make me feel better. And I'm like, it's just Tom does me a solid. Tom's like, get in my cart. He's like, trust me. He's like, the one I drove, I'm like telling you. He's like, it's way faster.
Okay.
I get in, and as soon as it starts rolling, I can feel the torque. I'm like, this is way faster.
This whole fucking thing is rigged. You're at a place called Power Play.
Yeah. Well, so I get in, find the grip immediately, 31.5. Whole second off in the piece of shit cart. So I walk back.
Wait, so what's the qualifying time? 30?
32 and a half.
32, okay.
And I full second. And then so we get back in there, and then the kid goes, yeah, so it looks like you qualified. And the way he said it was like he was enjoying that I wasn't qualifying.
Right.
I was like, you little fucker.
Third time's the charm, eh?
Yeah. Oh, ooh. So
had to switch cars, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I could feel it. And but then he really dug it in. He's like, so you've only qualified once. You're going to need to qualify again if you want to go to the faster carts. I'm like, I have a show, buddy. But if I had more time, I'd be in that faster cart.
I thought you were going to say, and you can have tickets. Just let me go in the fast one.
He'd be like, I don't want these, man. I'm fully okay.
Wait, what kind of bullshit rule is that? That you have to qualify twice? That guy was just fucking with you.
Well, no. So I asked him. You know, I tried to slip in a little vernacular, see if I could get him to, you know, come off the rule. So the fast ones, them is 4 strokes, right? Like by how many cc's you think?
I know terms.
And he's like,
see, I know terms.
And he goes, I couldn't tell you, man.
Oh, so he didn't even know.
So I was like, this fucking guy. I was like, you know, I drive 2 strokes back at home, man. So I'm like, did they make you qualify because people fuck up in the? He's like, yeah, people they crash. I'm like, okay, all right. Listen, man, give me these fucking faster carts. I vented about this at one of the shows, and one of the girls goes, you just gotta slip him a 50. I'm like, the ride is $15. I'm not paying 50. What? Get the fuck out of here. I bought a card for $100. I dropped $100 at Power Play because you get $35 extra worth of tokens. We go back there the second day. And we try to get on the go-karts again, and they're like, it's going to
You went back.
Fuck yeah.
Twice.
You know, it was pre-show. We had an hour. I'm like,
Right.
let's see.
Okay.
Dude, we had like $75 on the card.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, I'm just trying to burn it. So we go back, and the kid is like, yeah, man, it's a 2-hour wait.
Fuck you. Is this the same kid?
No, it's a different kid.
Okay.
And I held up my phone again. I'm like, do you know who my fucking co-host is?
Yeah. His coworker told him, he's like, if this fucking guy comes in, just make sure he doesn't get the faster card.
Yeah.
Just say whatever you can.
So then Tom does the funniest shit ever. And Tom, he does it. He goes, there's no way to get us in earlier. Yeah. And the kid goes, actually, there is, and get you on in 15 minutes. I couldn't believe it worked. And Tom was like, hey, sometimes you got to ask. So we're walking out there, and I see these two kids playing on a crane game. I tap them like, hey, guys.
Everyone in your life is going to die.
So burn up this power play card.
Run it.
Because you have an hour.
Oh, you gave it to him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, you have an hour left to live.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, I just like tapped him. I was like, hey, I think there's like, I don't know, $50 on this. And then they were like, the sound the kid made was so funny. He was like, what? He just stared at me through his glasses, like hanging halfway off his face. He's just, what? And his brother like looked at him, then he looked at me, and then his brother like couldn't believe it. And then Tom was like, yeah, I think there's like 20 on this one. They're just like,
so you never got on the faster ones?
no. Yeah, I was pissed.
Big rip.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
I do have to mention the bourbon guy. You know, we're getting something to eat. We're at a corner bar in the place. The guy is like trying like bourbon and whiskey. I can't remember. I've never seen someone like sit and like, you ever seen anyone do this? Like, let me try that one. I've never seen anyone do that.
In terms of bourbon?
No, just like at a bar, like cruising through their collection. Like,
oh yeah, if it's like a big like beer tap menu or something like that. Like if you go to like some beer hall that has like 100 beers.
No, it wasn't even like that. It was just kind of.
It was like a bar.
Yeah.
So it's like we're looking through like well drinks and being like.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like nothing on the shelf.
Let me try the.
Yeah.
Vodka soda.
Yeah.
Rum and Coke. Yeah, I'll get one of those. What is that? Some sort of cool craft cocktail you guys do?
He's picking out from the bottles. There's only like 6 bottles of.
Oh, so he's looking
bourbon.
at like the bottles on the bar and he's picking out.
He's being annoying. Like, let me get the one, the oddly shaped one. He's got this dude has horrible like adjectives. Can't describe anything to save his life. If that dude had to tell his wife how to like defuse a bomb or something, they'd be dead.
Okay.
You know, like if he was like reading from a manual, like. He'd be like, cut the one that's a different shade from blue.
Yeah.
She'd be like,
a complementary color to blue.
Yeah. So he's trying to tell the guy, you know, get this bottle. He's like, the funny looking one. It's the only one that looks weird. And then the guy's like, which one is it? You tell me when to stop. He goes, you say when. There's only 6 bottles. And the guy's voice is this.
Tell me when.
When? When? Oh, when? No, it's that one. It's noisy as shit in there, and the guy's like, when? And the guy's looking at him like, he's like, when?
When?
Was that one? When? So they finally figure it out. It was like, I just wanted to be like, it's the one that's shaped like a vagina. It's the one in the middle. So the guy's sitting there, he's sipping it, he's drinking it, you know, he's swishing it around, smelling it, whatever the fuck. He gets to the very end of his glass. Hey, buddy, sorry to say, I got a little problem with my bourbon here. Got a floater. There's just a little mint leaf. Just rummaging around at the bottom.
Okay.
And the guy goes, "Oh, sorry about that. You know, must have slipped through, and I'll clean it out. I'll make sure." Gives him another glass for free because there's a fucking mint leaf in the bourbon. The guy pounds it and he walks out. I'm like,
smart.
I'm like, just go home and drink.
He definitely brought the mint leaf with him.
Yeah, it was just.
Yeah.
Oh, I just couldn't believe that. Hey,
there seems
bud.
to be a severed mouse head.
Yeah.
In my whiskey.
Yeah.